A lot of things that we don't know, and a lot of things that we want to know. The question is, did you know? Did you know that Jigsaw Method developed by Elliot Aronson in 1971? And did you know that Jigsaw is a cooperative learning strategy? It is a multi-step strategy that involves the use of home groups and expert groups where each student in a group takes responsibility for one chunk of the content, then teaches it to the other group members. Students fit their individual chunk together to form a complete body of knowledge. And did you know that it was first implemented by educators and psychologists in schools in Austin, Texas, to reduce tensions among white, Hispanic, and African American students? And did you know that a cooperative learning strategy, Jigsaw was founded by a constructivist named Vygotsky, who founded the theory of social constructivism? And did you know why it is called Jigsaw? It is called Jigsaw because this teaching strategy resembles the process of a jigsaw puzzle. Different parts of the lessons compared to puzzle pieces are distributed among students. They have to communicate and work together to arrive at the complete information. And did you know that Jigsaw can be used in many social studies lessons, especially when the content can be broken down for different groups to analyze? And did you know that one of the main benefits of Jigsaw is that every student is accountable for their work as an expert? They are accountable by sitting in their small groups and participating. And then back in the home group, every student is accountable because they are the expert on the material, and it is something that the students really enjoy.
The Jigsaw strategy is a student-centered strategy that increases students' participation, which creates a supportive and motivating environment. So what are the steps in doing Jigsaw activity? And this is Jigsaw in 10 easy steps. The picture above shows the overview of how this strategy works. First, get students into small groups, probably 5 to 6 person home groups. Members should be diverse in gender, ability, and in ethnicity. In this small group, the students need to work together to do something like research a topic, write a summary, and create a list of procedures. This activity works in a variety of different types of tasks. Second is appoint a leader for each home group. Then, third, divide the day's lesson into 5 to 6 segments. Assign each student in the home group to learn one segment. The key is that each small group has a different topic to explore or task to complete, and each is a subtask of a larger task or class objective. Fifth, give the students ample time to comprehend and master their assigned segment. Of course, this step is necessary in order for students to totally plan, brainstorm, and provide information about their topic to the class with confidence and no mistake. Then, form temporary expert groups by having one student from each Jigsaw group to join other students assigned to the same segment. Give the students in these expert groups time to discuss the main points of their segment and to rehearse the presentations they will make to their Jigsaw group. Preparation is indeed important, and learners will also develop this value as they go along with their learning. The key to this step is that students from the initial groups, or what we call home groups, are evenly distributed through the new groups. Once in the new groups, students take turns sharing what they've uncovered in their home groups of the Jigsaw activity. That might mean orally retelling information, or it might means pointing the rest of the group to the specific sections in the textbook where the pertinent information can be found. It might be adding the information from an outline created with a home group to a new group outline created in expert group. The main goal is that students first become experts in each of the different subtopics, and then they are asked to share their knowledge with their new group mates. 7 is, after the given time, bring the students back into their jigsaw or home groups. Ask each student to present her or his segment to the group. As much as possible, encourage others in the group to ask questions for clarifications. And for the step 9, for teachers, float from group to group observing the process. So the teacher, the social studies teacher, will roam around the classroom and check on each of the group. Then if any group is having trouble, like a member is dominating or disruptive, make an appropriate intervention. Eventually, it's best for the group leader to handle this task. Leaders can be trained by whispering an instruction on how to intervene until the leader gets the hang of it. Then, at the end of the session, give a quiz on the material. Students quickly come to realize that these sessions are not just fun and games, but really count.
And here are the advantages of Jigsaw strategy. The Jigsaw strategy is preferred by many educators because it has many benefits in the classroom. A study conducted by Hanzi and Berger 2007 showed that after implementing Jigsaw, students demonstrated increased feelings of autonomy and intrinsic motivation. It also promotes personal accountability of learning since students are required to master their segments independently and eventually share it with their peers. It also encourages group collaboration with students knowing that their information and understanding will not be complete without working and communicating with their peers. Moreover, Jigsaw instills a sense of ownership in learning, especially with a teacher acting as a mere facilitator instead of a direct transmitter of knowledge. So indeed, Jigsaw strategy reduces racial conflict among school children, promotes better learning, improves student motivation, and increased enjoyment of the learning experience in the classroom.
The tips for Jigsaw. The first tips is emphasize that each member has a valuable contribution to the group. This will minimize the chances of smart students dominating the discussion, while less able students talk less. You can also rotate the leadership so that all students will be given the opportunity to lead the discussion. And the second tips is ensure that the given materials are of equal length and difficulty so that they can be mastered by all students within the given time limit. If this is not possible, assign the materials based on students' abilities. And the third and last tips for Jigsaw is, in some cases, teachers skip the formation of expert groups, believing that individually mastering the segment is enough. However, the expert group is helpful, especially in clarifying points which some students might find difficult to understand. So as much as possible, allow sufficient time for interaction among expert groups to ensure rich and deep discussion among students.
Magandang hapon sa ating mag-aaral sa ika-4 na baitang. Kayo ba ay kumain ng tanghalian? Mabuti naman kung sa ganon. Bago natin sisimulan ang ating tatalakayin, panalangin. Magandang hapon ulit sa aking mag-aaral sa ika-4 na baitang. Umupo ng matuwid at tignan ang inyong gilid kung meron bang mga basura. Mabuti! At ngayon, mayroon akong mga larawan na ipapakita sa inyo. At inaanyayahan ko ang lahat na hulaan niyo ito. Handa na ba kayo? Ano ang larawan na ito? Paano kaya ito nakaka-apekto sa ating mga katutubo? Maaari bang itaasin niyo ang inyong kamay para sagutan ito? Caroline, nagtaas ka na yung kamay.
Yan po ay follow is a bishop. Yan po ay nakaka-apekto sa mga katutubo dahil sila ay militan na nagtrabaho sa mga Espanyol. Naapektuhan ang mga katutubo dahil nawalay sila sa kanilang pamilya.
Magaling, Caroline. Sunod na larawan. Angelica, itinaas mo ang iyong kamay.
Yan po ay bandala. Nakaapekto po yan sa mga katutubo dahil sa pilitan po sila ng pagbili sa pamalaan ng mga produktong pansakahan.
Magaling! At ang panghuling larawan, ano kaya ito? Ngayon ay ako ang tatawag kung sino ang sasagot. Ampra,
Yan po ay Kristyanismo na nakaka-apekto po iyan sa mga katutubo dahil dito ay maraming pinaniniwalaan Diyos ang mga Pilipino. Ngayon ay nakilala nila ang nag-iisang Diyos ng mga Kristiyano.
ang gagaling niyo naman! Kung kayo ay isang katutubo na nabubuhay noong panahon na yon, ano kaya ang inyong mararamdaman? Nagtaas ng kamay si Dara. Ano ang iyong mararamdaman, Dara?
Magagalit po.
Magagalit si Dara. Ano pa?
Malulungkot po.
Malulungkot si Cyrene. Lahat ng inyong nabanggit ay tama. Dahil sa inyong nabanggit, ano kaya ang magiging aksyon at bakit? Shona, nagtaas ka ng iyong kamay.
Ang gagawin ko po ay ipagtanggol ang aming karapatan.
Mabuti! Lahat kayo ay maraming ideya. Palakpakan ninyo ang inyong mga sarili. Talagang masasalamin sa inyong sagot ang ginawa ng mga katutubo noon. May mga tiniis na lamang ang kanilang kalagayan at nanahimik. Mayroon ding walang pakialam dahil nakinabang sila o hindi sila personal na naapektuhan. Subalit ay mayroon ding mga katutubo na tumindig at nag-alsa laban sa mga mananakop. At sila ay magiging focus natin sa aralin ito. Ngayon ay ipapasa ko sa inyo ang layunin ng ating aralin. Magaling at tapos na kayong magbasa. Ano nga ba ang pag-aalsa? Paano ba ito naiiba sa salitang himagsik o revolusyon? Magaling! Salamat sa inyong magagandang sagot. Masasabi ko talaga na handa na kayong lahat sa gawain natin sa araw na ito. Ang tanong, handa na ba ang lahat?
Handa na po, binibini.
Hahatiin ko kayo sa 6 na grupo. Bawat grupo ay pipili ng pinuno sa pagdadaloy sa diskusyon mamaya. At bawat miyembro ng grupo ay bibigyan ko ng 2 papel. Ang una ay ang maikling babasahin. Ang pangalawa naman ay ang worksheet. Naiintindihan niyo ba aking butihing mag-aaral? Magaling! Ito ang paksa na babasahin niyo. Bibigyan ko kayo ng 5 minuto bawat isa sa inyo para sa inyong individual na pagbabasa at sagutan ang worksheet. Bawal makipag-usap sa kaklase. Maliwanag ba aking mag-aaral? Tapos na ba ang lahat sa pagbabasa? Magaling! Ngayon ay magsama-sama ang lahat na may parehong babasahin at pagkumparahin ang mga sagot. Bibigyan ko kayo ng 5 minuto. Tapos na ang 5 minuto. Ngayon ay bumalik kayo sa inyong orihinal na grupo. Bibigyan ko kayo ng 12 minuto para sa talakayan at kumpletuhin ninyo ang mga sagot sa inyong worksheet. At pagkatapos ay ipasa sa akin ang inyong worksheet dito sa harapan at ito ang magsisilbing formative assessment ninyo sa araw ng ito. Maliwanag ba aking mag-aaral? Ayusin na ninyo ang inyong upuan. Yan, mabuti at umupo ng maayos. Ngayon ay tatanungin ko kayo. Handa na ba ang lahat? Saan naganap ang pag-aalsa? Ano ang karaniwang dahilan ng pag-aalsa? Ano ang karaniwang resulta ng pag-aalsa? Sadyang kahanga-hanga ang inyong ipinamamalas na ideya at partisipasyon ngayong araw na ito. Palakpakan ninyo ang inyong mga sarili. Sa susunod nating pagkikita ay mas lalo pa nating ipagpatuloy at lalo pa nating palalimin ang ating aralin. Paalam at mag-ingat palagi mga